boys and girls. Today you need your Everyday Mathematics Unit 2 book, Kindergarten Fall 2020. And please write your name at the bottom. Unfortunately, I just did this whole video and I didn't have it on record. So I have already filled out some of the information, but I will cover them up so you can't see them all, okay? All right. Next, you need to find, now that you've written your name, you should be pretty good at doing that. You need to find number 2-9, okay? It has a 2 and then here's 2-7. Keep going 2-7, 2-7, all the way till you get to 2-9. And I'm going to cover mine up so you don't see all the answers. But first, we need to write the date on our paper. See if I can get this in a little closer so you can see the date better. Okay, so here is the date. It is the 10th month, 10-29, because we just did calendar, and today's the 29th, and the year is 2020. So 10-29-20. That's the date, October 29th, 2020. All right, so today we are going to talk about 10 frames. And I have this 10 frame out. You might recognize it because we use it in class a lot. All right, from our journal. And 10 frames are important. So here is a good 10 frame right here. And I can, if this whole thing was full of dots, just this one right here, if this whole top section, this 10 frame was full of dots, how many dots would there be? What do you think? If you, without counting the squares, how many dots if you filled it up? If you said 10, you are correct because this is a 10 frame. It means it's framing 10 dots, okay? And I want you to remember that because it's really important. It's just like when we do the straw and we have groups of 10. This is a group of 10 circles or 10 counters, and our straws are a group of 10 straws. So I want you to remember that when we're talking about numbers. All right, so now I'm going to cover up the answers. And it says here, how many counters are there? So how many counters do you see in this 10 frame? Let's see. And I'm going to teach you an even quicker way to count the 10 frames without counting each one. But how many do you think there are? Give me a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the correct answer is 5. Now you might notice that this goes all the way across and fills it. I will tell you a secret. In a 10 frame, if you fill up one row, that's always 5. So this is a row of 5. This is a row of 5. So you can count them by 5 tenths. You can count them by 5s, which we will start doing very soon. All right, now it says, draw 4 counters in the 10 frame below. I already have them there, but I think you can do that without looking at mine. Draw 4 counters in the 10 frame below. All right, that was probably pretty easy peasy. Okay, now it says, how many counters are there? And I want you to notice something. Do you think you can tell me how many counters there are by doing a takeaway without counting them? This is a 10 frame. And all the dots are full except for one blank one. There's one empty space. How can you figure that out without counting the dots, do you think? Okay, if you can't figure it out, go ahead and count the dots. We'll talk about how many dots there are. All right. If you said 9, you were correct. But I want to teach you a little math secret. You can count by doing other things such as takeaway. So if this whole thing was full of dots, if it had 10 dots in it, right? And one was missing, you could do takeaway like this. 10 dots, take away 1 dot equals 9 dots because 10 comes right before 9. Comes right before 10, doesn't it? It sure does. So 9 is 1 smaller than 10. So we know if this 10 frame is almost all the way full, it must have 9 in it. Okay? So I want you to start thinking about numbers in groups of 10 and other ways that you can count without just counting one at a time. So it'll make things a little more quick. Just like when we count by twos, it's a faster way of counting to the days in the month, right? Okay, have a wonderful day, and I can't wait for our party tomorrow, our costume party. So make sure you get good sleep tonight, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.